Today we are going to talk about uh, data structure. Go language by default provided some inbuilt data structures, methods, function, API. Okay, data structures. So here, what do you mean data structure? That means whenever we have some set of data might be information, data might be value, data can be maybe our integer value, float value, or any kind of data. Whenever we have only one data, it's sufficient. Our any specific variable, integer value, or decimal value, or string value can handle. But whenever we have a set of value, not the only one value, or only one data, maybe we have a 10 data, 100 data, 1000 data. So whenever you have a set of data, at that time we have to need some mechanism to store those informations, and also we need a mechanism to get those information as I need. Or might be I can say maybe I want a specific data or a specific value I want to, maybe I want to add some value in this data structure. So these kind of you can say operations whenever you want, like student set of all the student marks. Let's we have a one student is studying the five subject, each subject have a different marks. So I want to sum up all marks or average marks, maximum marks, minimum marks to calculate our score. So in this case, data structure is a just thought, yeah, mm, analogy algorithm which help us to solve this problem. So in the Go language, by default, we are going to talk two basic data structures. One is the array data structure, and similarly, slice. Okay, so these two data structure we are going to talk. So let's talk first about the array. What is the array? And we just not talk about one theory. We are going to write some code so that you feel comfortable in a Go language how we can declare array, how we can use array, or how we can update array, everything, right? And after that, once array complete, we are going to talk about the slice as well as. So look like whenever we are declaring only one variable, like here say I have a variable, I have variables x. Okay, so this is your variable types of in the Go language. Okay, so you can declare one variable x. These are types of integer. That means they are x is the variable which are going to hold the integer value, maybe integer value 7, 8, any value. So this x is going to refer the only one memory locations where the data is stored. So this is the your declaration, and if you want to some put value here, by default x equal to 7. I am putting this value 7. Maybe I want to use this value, maybe say print this value x. So here I am using this value. Okay, here they are stored. So three steps: declaration of the variable, initialization of the variable, and use of this variable. So generally similar kind of operations, similar kind of things we are going to use the array data structure. Okay, array. So question first, what is array? Array is the data structure which help us to store set of values, set of integer, maybe 10 integer, 5 integer, 7 integer, this set of value you can say. So here basically one variable hold only one value. Let's give I want to store the 5 value. So might we have to declare x variable, then y variable, then z variable, then l variable, then m variable, and each value we have to assign 8, 5, 2, 1, like this way. So instead of declaring multiple variable of same type like integer, why not every value we can store in only one variable? So data structure nothing, just give one common name for set of values. Okay, good. So question is that let's you have a 10 5 value. Let's we have a this set of value we have. Let's give we have a value 5, 3, 7, 8, 1, 2. So these are the value. So if they have an independent variable x, y, z, I can refer x value, y value, z value, p value, q value, any value. But if this is a common variable name like a is the data structure which holding the multiple value. Okay. So question is that how we can get the specific value. If I print A, use A, what is the value they give? They print all the value. But sometimes I don't want all the value. Maybe I want only one. So for that, the array data structure say for each and every value, for uniquely identification, we have given a concept of index. So there is a concept in the array index. So what is the index? Index say each number that is stored in the array are assigned a unique value. Let's start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you can say if I want this value 6, I know 6 is the place of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you say A of, this is the syntax we are going to use A of 4. So whenever I am going to use this A of 4, that means we are going to get the value at the position index 4. So our index will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am get the output as a 6. So one thing, array, whatever the element we are going to store, give a unique value that is the index. One more thing, whenever we are going to declare set of data, set of integer, so we must know the size, the number, length, size or length of an array. That means the number of elements we are going to store. Here we must know I am going to create array for the 5 element, okay, or I can say I'm going to create array for the 10 element, yeah, 20 element. So you can say number of element must you know how many number of element you are going to store in your array. So these two things is very important, the number of element, sometimes say length of an array, and second how to get or assign value to an array. So we have need the index. The index is the placeholder where you are going to store your value. Okay, and length is the number of elements this array data structure can hold. So this is theory part. Just key point about this array. We have to just note whenever you are going to declare array. So we have to first condition this array of which kind of value they are going to store. Say, hey, this array is going to store the value of int, or value of string, or value of float. So first array is the mechanism which are going to store sequentially similar kind of value. Similar kind of means maybe array of integer, array of double, array of float. First, array is going to store or sequentially store the same types of value. Because in the Go language, every data we have a categorized different types. Integer type, float type, bool type, string type, right? So array are going to store the sequentially fixed length, fixed number of elements. The second point is the length. Whenever you are going to use array, you must know the number of element you are going to store for this array. Maybe array of length 5, array of length 8. It's first you know. Accordingly, our Go compiler is going to allocate memory for your variable. If it is the 5 element, they are going to allocate 5 block for your array. And he also, each block required some kind of memory. If this is the integer, they are going to allocate 32 bit for each block, or 8 bit for 8 block. Yeah, so 32 bit for 8 block. Depend on nature of your data. Due to that, say, whenever you are going to create array of integer, array of bool, array of string, array of int 32, array of int 64, bool. So you must specify the types. So according to type, our Go compilers identify the number of space, memory, bytes width required for this your array. So length is also very mandatory in the case of array data structure. Second, so the index. In this case, index is also one of the key factor in this array data structure. Whenever you are going to initialize putting any value, you can put value at this place or you can put value at this place. So what is the place? Because this is the variable name is the array of A, but which place you are going to put value? Those place are you can say index. Maybe index 0%, 1%, 2%, 3%, or 4%. So note in this Go language, array index start always from the zero and index is never negative. So always index start from zero, then one, then two, then three, then four. So this is index start always from a zero. Length, that means the number of element you are going to store. And whenever you are going to declare array, deciding I'm going to use the array, at that time you have to decide which kind of value I am going to store. The kind of integer, kind of float, kind of double, kind of everything. So these are key parameter about this array data structures. That's the theory. And one more things. Once you have decided I am going to create the array of length 5, and after that you cannot increase, you cannot put additional value in this array. You cannot put any additional value. If you are even you are trying to access beyond the index, you get array index out of bound error. Okay, so note this is the fixed length. Fixed length is fixed number of element you are going to allocate at the time of declaration of array variable. So key parameter array is the sequentially storage of similar kind of value, and array have a must know the length. Initially you know the number of element I am going to store, and the third, each and every value inside your array you can get or you can store in this array with the help of index. The index help us to uniquely identify, get or set the value inside your array. Okay, so let's look at example. So let's first example. I am going to let's first how we are declaring the variable, how we are declaring as initializing the value and using the value. So let's see, you want to declare variable. So variable, let's say x of integer. Okay, of integer. So this is your variable declaration. So here say what else you are saying to say, hey, here I am declaration of variable x of type int, right? So if you say x equal to 10, that means now you are going to assign a value to the variable, or it is or assign or initialize or initial or initialize a value to a variable x. So how we can use them? Generally, you can use them. Maybe you can use them. Multiple way are used. You can say, hey, maybe you can use like uh, as maybe increment equal to x plus 5. Here you are going to using the variable x. Okay. Here you are use a variable of x in the expression. or you can use the variable in a print. Okay, uh, print ln. Maybe you can say x, or you can say uh, increment. Okay, so here you are going to use x variable or your use. So variable use can be your expression or print or whatever. So this is the simple way we are declaring the variable, we are initializing the value, and we are using or we are using. Okay, so this similar kind of things we are going to do for your array data structure. Okay, so if you run this code, it's look like it's work and fine. There is no problem. Okay, so now what is say? Okay, let's it will compile and run. Sometime this editor give the message like the not used, but I'm using here. Okay, so it will compile and run. So now let's move to the. Here you notice we have only one variable x. So while saying I am going to create a x variable of a type integer, so our Go compiler know, hey, this is the integer and this is the 32-bit. They are going to allocate memory for just only one block for the 32 byte bit, and they are store the value here. And whenever I'm using here, they are going to read value from this. I'm using here, they are going to read value from the here. Here, first say variable x of integer empty. They are going to create one memory allocation for the integer. Integer is a need a 32, or they are going to allocate memory here. And then in the sliding one, they are going to put value here. And after that, you can reuse again. Here you can put any initial value. Okay. So, oh, what happened? They are not printing. Let's run them. Yeah, they are printing. Now, the question is now how we can do similar for array. So I'm going to declare the variable, you can say array of integer. So of int value, array of int value, array of int value. Okay, and I'm say hey, so this is the way whenever you can say declare array, so how our compiler know. So this is the syntax. You are going to say, hey, this is the syntax, this is the syntax, help us go compiler. Hey, here I am going to declare this is the variable of array, and here you have to specify the length. Here say I'm a 5 or 4 or 10 or 20, whatever. And here say this is the length of your array, this is the array syntax, and this is the types of value. This is the value of int value or float value or decimal value or string value or bool value, anything. Right? So this is the same as you are declaring integer variable x. Just here, before this, I am going to say the array syntax, array data structure, and the length of value. Okay, so that's how to initialize them. So similarly, so whatever you are saying, hey, this is the okay. If we are writing this way, so initially just compiler going to create a block of, this is the integer. So compiler no, hey, each integer take a 32-bit. They are going to store 5 elements. They are multiplied by 5. The number of allocated block they are allocating. They are allocating 5 integer space for us. Each and by default they are initializing the zero value. Zero value means here each array by default value of integer is the zero, so they are initialized with the zero. Okay, so here if you just print this value, hey, fmt print dos print ln, and just print the value, and then you notice here I am able to print this. And by default in the GoLang are in slicing default value of your int data type. The default value of int is the zero. So by default they are allocating all other 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So here is compiling. So here just vary the variable keyword indication. This is the variable. This is the name of variable. This is saying, hey, we are going to make the array, and that array length would be the 5, and the similar kind of value they are stored in the integer value. So with the help of this 5 and int, our Go compiler allocate sequential memory for this, and this is the 5 element block. And I'd say here by default each and every element assigned with a 0. And we know ki array every element you can access or change or the value using the help of index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4. So in this way we can put the value in this array, or you can get the value in this array. So index help us to get a specific values. Okay. So notice here they are initializing all with the 0. Great. So let's I am going to initializing put the value. So here I am going to index of the 2. I am going to put the value 20. Okay. So here in this way you are going to initializing array, and let's print them. So you are going to say, hey, I am going to set new value at the index 2. The here notice while declaration we are saying, hey, array of integer of 5, but while putting the value, your variable name, and array index in and the index position. The position you say, hey compiler, this is the array that have a length 5. I am going to store value 20 at the second index. Second index means here index start from the 0, this is the 1, this is the 2. So this place I am going to change the value. What is the value? I am going to change the 20. Okay, so let's run. And sometimes this is the length is 5. Even our Go language have provided some space inbuilt function to know what is the length of an array. So if you want to know what is the length, you can do. Notice here, this is my array, and I took 0, 1, 2 position. I set the value. Okay, so if you here you want to check the length, so here say, hey, maybe one thing, uh, maybe I want to get the value. Here I want to printing all the element, but I don't want print the all the element. I want to just get the value, only one specific value. How to get? Similarly, the way you are initializing the value, similarly you can get the value. So let's I am get the value equal to your array variables, array of length, and I want to get the second index value. So this is help us to get the specific value of your value. So here if you want to retrieve the value, get the value, you can specify the array name and index. So when and then this whatever the value here they are assigning to this variable, and here whatever the index is specified, this value we are going to assign at this index. So here you are storing the value in the array. Here you are reading the value from array into the variable. So be clear, index is help to assign value, a new value, or get value. So both cases they are helping. Even a specific one value, I want to get two value, three value, or you can assign multiple value. You can get. Okay, so let's check the output. Hope it will give the output. Yes, it will give. Sometimes it's very slow. My system always slow. Yeah, so you are getting the only specific value 20. Okay, so let's I want to assign multiple value here and multiple data here you can get. So Okay. So here you can say, hey, I want to maybe assign two value, maybe you are assigning the any value, maybe a 0 position you want to 0 position you want to assign just like a 1, and similarly maybe 1 position you want to assign maybe 9, maybe 1, maybe 10, whatever the value you are, maybe 2 position, 3 position, you can assign multiple value. Okay, maybe here 24 and notice whatever the length of array till you can assign the value. Okay, let's see how to know. Sometime I how to know, I see already our print function, hey, give the array, give the your array. So here say your double quote comma, okay, comma. Here say array of length equal to, and we have a inbuilt function like you want to check the length. Okay, length. So length is the function which give us the length. So length is the function which gives us the length of an array. Okay, so this is the function length, and you can just pass the length, so they can return the length of value. And if I say array is the fixed length size value, and if you are going to try to access the value beyond the length and are the less than the length, compiler give you the error. Hey, you cannot access any value. So let's in the case of our length is the 5, length is the 5. So I can assign 0 value, 1 value, 2 value, 3 value, 4 value, 4 index and 5 index, right? This is the 5 index. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So notice if you have a length of 5, the only you can go with the index 4. So here 0 to 4. If I am going to try to access the index of 5 or greater or less, the compiler is not happy. The please ensure whatever the length, the number of element, the number of index you can get only. Okay, so why they did not run? Sometime I selected somehow it that's not working. So it's so late. Might be they are too late. Why they are? Maybe I can close and start this application. Yeah, so we are getting notice. These are all the value we are initializing, and the length is 5. So how to the length? Length is the number of, you can say, element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this way you are getting the 5 element, but index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Index, last element index always the length minus 1, because our index start from the 0. So we note array index start from 0 and the last element of the index is length minus 1. If 5, length is the 5, the index of last element is the 4. Okay, let me just try one more thing. Here we have a like just close them and just try to open in a VS Code. Only one file. Okay, and this is, and I just try to run it. So how much time it take? No, don't. Okay. So it will taking some time. Maybe you are getting some value. Okay, great. So let's go next. So till now we have understand we are declaring the array, we are using the array, we are changing the value of an array at the index 2 positions, or you can get the value from the array value and print it, or you can initialize any number of value. And what happen if you are going to uh, hey maybe print dot empty dot print ln. I'm trying to access uh, array of maybe I want to access the b equal to array of integer. Let's say I'm trying to access the fifth element. So array length is the 5. So last element of an array is the 4. You cannot access here. So here our compiler, hey, invalid argument. The index 5 is out of bound. So our Go compiler effectively find, hey, this length, this is the array, so this is the fixed length is the 5, so you cannot apply, you cannot access the element beyond 0 to 4. Because the last element, the index is a 4. So here till 4 it's allowed, but 5, 6, 7, 8, any number you cannot access. Because why? Because the array element only have a 5 element here, one element, two element, three element, four, five element. So till now this is a five element indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I am trying to say, hey, get me the value of this array at the 6 index. There is a no 6 index in this array. No 6 index. Okay. So here say, hey, index out of bound, and even you try to like a minus something six, say maybe you're trying to say, hey, I am going to check the minus two something. Again our compiler is very clear, hey, index minus 2 is the constant of type int must be not negative. So index is never be negative, and index cannot be more than your length element. If length element is a 5, you cannot get like a 6, 7, 8, any number. So this is the conditions for this array. So you cannot here. Okay, this is your index out of bound exception. Okay, so you cannot use like this, and this is, hey, index the must not be negative. So these things are not allowed. Okay. So these things are not allowed. Okay. So this is the limitation. So till now it's clear. This is the way you can declare array, the way you can initialize array, the way you can use array. Okay, and you already we have enabled function length. Length function give us the number of element your array hold, and you can initialize all the value with the help of index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last element of your array should be the length minus 1. If length is a 5, last element always with the 4. Okay, this is the one way. Sometime we know our any variable in a, like you can declare shorthand, like here say, hey, instead of declaring variable like in this way, uh, and this way, both can combine in the one statement. So here say, hey, I can declare an initialize variable like s equal to just 10. Okay, so this is the shorthand declaration of, hey, I am going to declare s variable of type int and initializing the value. So just like any normal variable, uh, our Go compiler allowed to shorthand way to write the code. Similarly for array also we have. So here we can declare array of maybe like uh, array maybe equal to, here you can say, hey, I want to array of integer and the 5. Okay, so here in this way you can declare array name and just specify, hey, this is my initial value. Okay, this is my initial value, this is my initial value, and hey, this is my integer. So in this way, here you not again go like first like here declare this array and then initializing this value. All you can do in the one liner as well as, and even you can say, hey, you can check fmt dot print dot println, and here you can say your a equal to a comma length equal to length. So here, you know, A, this is the your array A, array, okay, array, and this is your length of array. The length function is the inbuilt function provided by the GoLang to calculate your number of elements. Here, okay, so we can. So this help us to declare array, and similarly you can again this array value you can get the value in slice equal to everything you can do as you can do in the previously declared way. So there are two way you can declare variable as declare but not use. Oh, so in a Go language code base, if you declaring some variable and you are not using, then our compiler is very, you can say, uh, feel not comfortable the way you are using. So if you are declaring any variable, you must use. If you are not using, you have to remove them. Or you can just, okay. Here you can say like here we are declaring variable, and here you are going to say, hey, uh, array declaration and initialization. Shorthand, here you can declare as well as initialize. Similarly, array you can declare and initialize. So here you will say, hey, this is the array of integer, this syntax type integer, this is your all the value, and this is your data type integer, float, and by default you can get them. So in this time it will print the value. So hope here it will give the value. So till now we have covered how we can declare array, how we can initialize array, how we can access array, how you can modify the value, how you can get the value. So all these operations generally help us using the index. So here you can say array f this. So both are the same. If you want to change the, hey, I want to change this value, whatever the array index, hey, I want to change this value. So array length is fixed. You can update any value, edit any value of the element. So let's say I want to edit this value 13, I want to change the 33. So here, so what is the zero index, one index, second index? I am going to change, hey, this is my array of second index. I am going to change the value 22, and after that if you print, uh, okay, it will print the value. So you can say you can update or edit the value, but you cannot go add new element. This is the, you can say, drawback. If you are created the length of an array that have a 5 element, so you can only add here the 5 element. You can modify, you can edit any value, you can set the value 0, a default value, but you cannot This array cannot hold more than 5 elements. You cannot hold the sixth element. You cannot hold the seventh element. So this is the, you can say, drawback, or you can say this is the way array data structure designs. But sometime in our application, in our program, I want later, once you created the array, I can add some value. So due to that, the new data structure we are going to study about the slice. Okay. Okay. So here notice we are able to change this value to the 22. If you want to get uh, all value, but here I want to get independent individually value. So I'll do how we do. So let's do. So here, if you want to get one value or two value, it's okay. Hey, I am going to print. I want to go to the print second value, or I want to print the similar kind of a third value or fourth value. Okay, fourth value you can get, or you can want to the position zero value, right? So one you can access the value and you can print the value. But question is that sometime I don't, I want to access every value one by one, and each value I want to give some kind of a performance, or you can do some manipulation. Hey, I want to each and every element I am going to multiply by 2. So how do? By default, print function are printing, maybe if you specify the specific index, they are printing, or if you not specify index, they are printing the all. The sometime you need, hey, I have array of this length. I want to read one value and do some manipulation. I want to two value and do manipulation. I want to third, fourth, every value, and I do some multiplication. Multiplication by two. Let's multiplication by two. Multiplication by two. Multiplication by two. How will do? That means somehow we have to read every element and then do. So in this case, I'm not going to use similar kind of index of 2, index of 1, index one by one. Notice this is the things we are doing the same thing multiple time. So that means we are going to take the help of loop. Loop help us to do the same activity. Here what? Going to read the first index and multiply by 2. Similarly, going to the next index, reading, multiply by 2. Third index, reading, multiply by 2. The same kind of work you have to do many times. So for this, we are going to use the your loop for loop. So here, uh, for I want to read all element from the array. So here say, hey, whatever the uh, value we have of AI, give me. I want to say whatever the value of v, I want to go multiply by two, and then I am going to the print uh, value b double value multiply by 2. Okay, so sometime you want like this way. Hey, each and so notice this is a for loop. They start from initial value 0. Why? Because array length is start from 0. Let's start from 0. This is the length. Length is less than yes. Then get the value, multiply by 2, and print the result. And once print again, loop do the next. This is the already we know loop start from here I equal to 0, and check I less than length. So here notice our I, this is the I less than, what is the length of our element, I think a 5. Okay, we have a 5. So we start from 0. Hey, I start from a 0 less than 5, less than 5. If this condition true, then code goes to the here inside a loop. Okay, inside a loop, and check, get the value, multiply by 2, and then print. Then loop is finished. Then once loop finish, where goes again, they go back to the increment here and change I equal to I plus plus. This means ki initially I 0, then become it's a 1. So 1 less than 5, 1 less than 5. Yes, 1 less than 5. Then again true condition. Let's go, read the value, print it. Again look close, go here. Fit 2. 2 less than 5. 2 less than 5 is still. Go down. Value, print them. In the loop. Go again increment. 3. 3 less than 5. Yes. Similarly go 4. 4 less than 5. Yes. Similarly go 5. 5. 5 less than 5. Surely 5 less than 5. Loop close, just go outside of the loop. So this is the way you are one by one getting every value. This all the index here, all is the index you are getting, and corresponding you are getting the value and printing. So here, this is the way you can read the value from your index. This is the value reading the value from index. Here passing the 0, then 1, then 2, then 3. Number of till length. So why notice here less than 1? Because our length always be less than 1 of your array. So this is the way sometime you want to iterate each and every element of an array and do some kind of calculation, maybe double it, yeah, print them, maybe call something. Okay. So here you notice I am getting here your every element and multiply by 2. This is the every multiply. Okay. So here, okay. So next, this is the your, you can say, iterate over an element, iterate every element. So these things we are doing manually. Okay, this thing we are doing manually. As a developer, we know okay, where start from. So this is the very common thing. So for that, go compiler given for the shorthand. Hey, don't do this, I'll do for this. So here say, hey, for I am going to use the range, and the same thing I am doing here, whatever I am going to do here. Okay. So here, instead of you writing I equal to 0, I less than length, I plus plus, just say, hey, this is the range. Range do for this everything to us. Hey, range of array A, and here give the I for index, V for the value. So you can use this way, or you can simply say, hey, already this thing I equal to 0, already this is the index, this is the array. So this range of A know ki range know ki this is the array. So array have a two thing. One is the holding the value, another is holding the index. So index is start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the element, right? So here I represent the range, give us the index with this variable I, and whatever the value of this, whatever the value of this holding, value is given to the this variable. So whatever here you doing, manually say I equal to 0 and get the 0 index value to the V. So here INV automatically our Go compiler with the help of range give us. So manually I don't need to do plus plus, I don't need to calculate length, I don't need to check the length. Each and everything taken care by your range. And you are getting the index and a value and doing the same thing. Okay. This is a similar kind of, and if you run, you can get the same value. So sometime it's generally whenever we are writing code, we are using this range over array to iterate and get the index and value. Sometimes you say, hey, I don't want to index, I just want to the value, or I just want to the something. This function give us the whole value. Okay, so how do? So here we can say, hey, just here give the some demarcation. Okay, so here, okay, no, I don't maybe I want don't want to uh, this kind of So here another way, hey, here I don't want this index. I just want the value, or I don't want this value. I calculate the value. If you don't want, just say skip here. Here, if you're not passing the underscore means I want to skip because I know the index. From index, I can calculate the value and I can print. So here there is a no specific value we receive, even we can initializing this value. So here you don't need to get this value. You are getting this value. Okay, because here notice this index I am getting, value I am getting, just multiply the value to I am getting the value. So here just say fmt. Okay, I am going to use the using the arrange. Here I say fmt dot print. Okay, without the value. So here I'm not using the value. Here I'm this range operator give us index and value both. Just I'm using the value and whatever the index. So here we need to multiply by 2. Even this multiply by 2 here you can directly multiply by 2 and you can get the same value. If you don't, right? So here I and V just give us the complete range, give us the index and value. Just you print the index and this is the value, right? And here you can say, hey, I don't want to value. If I index, I can calculate the value and I can multiply by 2 and even the print. And even sometime, hey, even sometime you don't want to index, I just want to print the value. Just print every value. So we have a multiple options. Range, they give us the both value. You can uh, take index and take the value and do calculation. Or if you want to index, you can index, get the value, calculate the value, and do the manipulation. Sometimes no, I don't want to index. I just want to value. Just give the value, and whatever the value you have the value. Okay. Here say v equal to okay. So in this way, range help us to over the array in the different flavor. Sometime you want your index and value both, you can do. Sometime you want to only index, don't want to the value, just skip underscore say skip the value. And here say no, I don't want to index, I want to just the value. So here say just v value, give the range and check the output. Okay. Hmm. Why you are taking too much time? Just run it, run it. Let's do talk to more. Till now it's not running. Okay, so till now we have covered the basic about this array data structures, and these are sometime you want to iterate over array. You can use your now we are getting the output. So here notice here your traditional for loop you are using manually initializing a value. Here using the range give us the complete initial value and index. Here I don't want to without using the value, and here without using the index. So each and every times here you can only value, you can only print all the value. But here we have an index, you can get index, calculate the value and calculate the value. Okay, so you can say in the short these basics about the array data structure. What we declare, understand here you can declare an initialize array, and if you find the length of array you can use the length function to and pass the array, you can get the length. And you want to read change the value and slicing the value new value, just use the array name and index of the position index number and what the new value we want. right? By default, array initialized with the 00 or whatever the initial value you are given. And if you want to get the value, just get 0, get 2, get 4. Whatever the index you pass, you can get the specific value from this array. But you want to sometime all the value of an array. So I don't go manually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 pass. Then we are going to iterate over array using the for loop. For loop, I know array is initialized from the 0 because array length is index from 0, start to 0 till length. Less than 1 means length minus 1. And get the value, reading the value from here, a of I, reading the value, this is the value, and just multiply by 2 and print them. So this is the one way. The similar kind of things you can achieve just using the range. Range say, hey range, give me the index and give me the value. This range function give the index and value everything you. Here you don't need to any kind of I0, I less than, I plus plus get value. Everything is this taken care by just range. And you are now have a index and value. Here you can print index value or multiply the value, whatever you want, right? And sometimes our index help us. Hey, you want to? I don't want to the value. I just want to index. I just don't want to value. Not a problem. If you have an index, from index I can calculate the value and do multiplication and print them. Sometimes I don't want to even the index. I don't want index. Just skip them. You want to only the value. You can get the only value from this array, and you can print the value, whatever the value you want. So this is about your basic data structures array. So what we learned: declaring the array, initializing the array, updating the value, getting the value, and iterating all over the array. Okay, so let's do practice on this, and let's more talk about the here only the disadvantage till now is that array is the fixed length. Whenever you are going to declare array, you always specify the length is the very fixed. So is it possible we can create array without specifying the length? That is the slice. Slice is nothing, just a data structure, or you can say underlying array data structure. Okay, and for developer, they offer you don't uh, assign any initial length. Ours Go compiler internally using the array data structure and calculating length for it. Okay, here for slicing, we are going to talk length and capacity as well as. So you can say slicing is developed or offer all the functionality of the array plus more facility. Like in this slice, you can add more element, more element, more element. Okay, even you can create the sub slicing, slice 1, slice 2, slice 3. So these are the some additional feature we can get over the array. So in the case of Go language, slice is the very frequently used data structure over the array, and slice is internally implemented by Go language as a on the top of array data structure. The data structure is the only array, but slice is just wrapper on this on the top of your array. You can say, right? So let's look how we can create the slice, how you can use them, everything. So all the things are same, whatever you're doing, just additional thing, you don't need to specify space. Whenever you are not specify space, this becomes slice. And all operations you can do here, you can do with a slice. And apart from these additional things which I'm going to talk, you can do also with the slice. Like we can add more element in the slice. Okay, so let's hear like slice to create slice just this way. Slice say hey slice your variable name, and here say hey I don't want to specify the length, just say hey blank, and here whatever the value you want to in the slice. Okay, whatever the value you want to in the slice. Okay, so This is the slice. So you can say same as array. Yes, same as array. In under hood, Go compiler use the data structure as a array data structure, but they provide the some more operations to us. So let's print slice. Print slice. Okay, comma slice, and even you can want to the length. So comma length equal to, you can use the inbuilt function length of your slice, and even you can one more functionality are your capacity. I'm going to talk more little bit about this. What is the new things we are going to learn here about the capacity? Capacity of your slice. So this is the thing. Slice of integer. You are to say I'm going to create a slice of integer because I slice provide don't. This is optional. You cannot specify the length, the number of element. This is the four initially. Later I can maybe add five, maybe six, maybe 10 or any number. Let's say I am going to the four, five, three. Let's go to the three. Initially three, and later part if needed I can increase the more. Okay. So let's check this. Okay. So this is the slice. So what the slice means? Slice is just the dynamic, you can say, dynamic array, and where dynamic means you initially might be don't know the initial length, but later initially I want know the only three element. Let's start with the three. Later I want to add more element we can do. So let's check the output. So here I am going to talk two things. One is your length and one is your capacity. So slice is the new terminology, we have to use the capacity. So let's talk what is this capacity means. So whenever I say, hey, here you declare the slice. So at this time, our Go compiler say this is a three element. I am going to create three element array. So internally, they are going to create three element array. So here your whatever the value 21, 21, 22, and 23. So here internally they create one array data structure for us. And if you talk, what is the length? So length is the number of element 3. What is the capacity? At this time, this array has the capacity is the same as the length of capacity. Means they can hold at maximum 3 element. But what happened? Let's say we can allow you can add more element. Let's say I want to add one more element here. Okay, so I'll do. If you cannot do in the array because the length is fixed, length is full, so I'll do. So we are going to talk about this. So notice here I am getting my slice with this length 3, capacity 3. It's very nice. And I add more 124 in this element 21, 22, 23. I want to add 24. So how can add append? So yes, we can do this inbuilt function append. Append function help us. Hey, we can add go append function. This is my slice. Go append 24. So what happened? Underline. What do you think? If I am going to print this, I am going to again print this. Okay. So what happened? Initially, notice we created the only length 3, only length 3, only length 3. Okay. Till now, it's okay, it's fine. They are saying, hey, length is the 3, capacity is the 3, it's 4, and all the data is filled, data filled. Here say, hey, go compiler, just append one more element 24. So question, we are going to add here 24 because the array are not allowed to add 24 here. So this is the intelligence built by the Go language to hear, hey, don't worry, internally I am going to create bigger size of array. Here the size is 3, I am going to create the one big array of the 3 length, then double it, 6. I am going to the just create the 6 element. I copy the value, whatever the value here, and the new value I am going to append this here. So this is the thing internally Go compiler do. So Go compiler, now I am printing this slice. Slice print me, hey, all this 24 value. What is the length? Length now previously 3, now become a 4. But what is the capacity? Capacity means this array. Now this array previously slice referring to this array. Now our slicing referring to this array. Previously this slice referring to this array. Now this slice referring to the new array. Notice new array have a length only at a time 4, but capacity is the 6. That means this slice can hold 6 element. This is the capacity. Means ki internal the data structure, the array used by the slice that might have a some capacity where we can add more element. So let's check the output. Okay, I'm not. Let's run it. So this is the, you can say, dynamic grow array. That means they're not doing any intelligence, but this append function or Go compiler internally do for us. Internally, they are creating one double size of existing array to the new array and copy all the data to the new and say, hey, now slice is dynamically grow. And notice here the output. Okay, so notice here, notice initially our three element, and we can append 4, then you can say, hey, after appended 4 I am getting the 24. So question, initially they are using the underlying data structure array, they are holding the 3 element 3 capacity. So this is initially only the 3 copy of the data, 3 copy of the data. So here length is 3 and capacity is 3. But whenever say append 24, so this is the full, internally, hey, our system is going to increase the double size of this. This is the one initially 3, this is initially 3, and they are going to add more 3. Now here all the value are copy here, all the existing value copy here, and the new value going to the copy here. Okay, so now notice we have a length is the 4, capacity is the 6. Why? Initially length was the 3, but now we created internally, Go compiler created the double size of the array like a 6. So here you can say capacity is the 6. So due to this algorithms which Go compiler internally created, say slice is the more dynamic array. They offer more facility than the existing array. But your internally they are using, but Go compiler on the top of this array, they created this feature slice. And you can add append any number of times. And you can say here, I'm going to here append. Maybe I can go and here slice. Let's append not just a 2 element. I can append append 25 or even not 25, let's 25 and 26. Okay, you can append more, not only one, maybe two. And if you look this output, okay, and so as the same concept is apply, you can say on the top of your array. they create one existing array. Until this array is not full, slice is going to append data here. Once this array is full, still customer want to append more, they are going to the double of size 2 and they create the new array. Okay. And just copy all the value from the old to the new, old to the new, old to the new. Once and new value are inserted here, new value again inserted, new value again inserted, new value again inserted until this is not full. If it's full, again we want to add more, then again multiply by 2 double size, they are going to create a bigger array and again copy all the existing value to this array. So all the value are copy here and again appending more, appending more, appending more. So this is the nature. You can say slice is the dynamic array. Okay. So here notice, hey, notice here 3 element, 3 capacity. We have add 24, just capacity increase from 3 to 6. Now here we add 2 more element, length 6, capacities. If we are going to add one more, so our capacity will become 6 multiplied by 2, 12. Let's check. Let's just add one more slice, append some more element. Let's just add only one element. Okay, and here check. So this is the most key differences or can say selling capability of this slice. Slice just allow uh, us to add append data at the runtime, the number of data you want. Accordingly, the underhood array data structure is going to expand or grow. The hope this is give the clear uh, differences between the arrays and the slice. Technically, I'm not very feel comfortable to say differences. You can say array is the data structure and slice is the another feature on the top of you can say array. So slice is the more all the feature of array slice have plus additional like growing like syncing maybe slicing maybe subarray, part of array. So let's look how we can create subarray from the existing slice. The existing array, you can create multiple slicing. And in this slice, you can, oh yes, let's done. Notice here, so here, whenever length 3, capacity 3, length full, I am adding one element, capacity become a double, 6. Now I'm adding more element, no increment. But whenever I'm adding more element, like more than the capacity, this become a double. Similarly, 3 double 6, 6 double 12, similarly might be 12 double 24. So in this way, our size go to the increase. And so it's clear what is the length. Length is the always the number of element we slice hold. Here our slice hold only the 4 element. The length is the 4. What is the capacity? Capacity might be 6. Here, our slice length of the slice is 7. 7 element they have hold. But what is the capacity? Capacity is a 12. More element we can add. So when length become a 12 and you are going to add more element, then capacity become a 24. Let's you try. Okay, so it's clear length and capacity is the feature which help us to say slice is the dynamic array. So we have another you can maybe create a slice with expression as well as no. So let's I'm going to say hey slice we can create a slice so let's I have a let's create another slice. Uh, let's one variable array or slice. Let's create another variable. I'm just to try to hey, this is the variable, and here I am going to say, hey, this is the slice, and let's underline the data structure value. I'm going to use like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Here you can add. Okay, and what the things you are going to do here? Here we can create further slicing. So if you print here, you can create slice on top of it. Let's keep, I want only this portion of in another slice. Okay, so we have another syntax. Means slice can create it from this way, it's okay, or another way also. So let's stop them, and a slice we can create using the this way. This is the way slice you can create, or you can create slice using this let's say I'm going to create a slice y uh, using the make function. So make is the function which help us. I am going to create a slice of integer of initial length is the 5, maybe 4 capacity would be the maybe 6. So here you can create another slice. Okay, so this is also way you can create the slice. So here, if you notice, here you can create, okay, slice p, okay, p here, p, okay, and here length of the p, and here capacity of the p. Another way you can also create the slice. So in this way, you can create the slice in this way. Generally, many places in our applications we are using this make function. So make an inbuilt function that help us to create the slice. Just tell me, hey, I'm going to create the slice of integer, slice of double, slice of fourth. What is the length? Okay, what is the length, and maybe what is the, you can say, capacity. So this is the way you can also create the slice. Multiple way you can create the slice, but frequently you can say many real application when you talk. Generally, we are using this make function, and in this make function later part we are going to initializing the multiple value here, maybe integer 4, and the concept of length and the capacity is the same. If you want to specify the length and capacity both, this function help us. Sometimes I don't want to say specify the capacity, just want to tell, hey, no, just I want to tell the length, capacity internally calculated. So this is also possible in this make function. Make function is a more dynamic. You skip even this capacity. Without capacity, you also create this uh, slice. Okay, so even you can create another slice, maybe P1, just P1. I say I can not pass this. So just say, hey, this is the P1 slice. This I want to go with the element 6. So internally, they are calculated. This is the P1, this is P1, this is P1. Okay, okay. Hope this will work. Then let's me compile. Okay, so you can say slice can be created if you know the you want the capacity. So because notice the capacity is decide initial capacity is decide that once the length of slice is full, they are going to double its capacity, double its capacity, double its capacity. If initially you have given the capacity is 100, whenever you're putting value 100, it's okay. But whenever you're putting 101, our slice internally grow, it's the double up capacity. 100 means multiply by 2, they are going to create a bigger array, 200 size. So this capacity, you can say, help us internally, our compiler decide how we are growing, you can say, our slice. But if you're not specifying this, you can say capacity, our automatic, you can say, our Go compiler figure out, hey, what is the default capacity? Default capacity is initially length of the actual capacity. Something we are missing here. Why? Line number 83. Let's check what is the problem. 83. 83, 83. Oh, okay, here. Okay, I missed something here. Okay, so that's good. I'm missing something here. Now it's 33, 85. What is 85? 83, 85. 85 is nothing. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Here you can pass any initial length like a 3 or 2. This P, this is P1. Let's check. It should work. So, you can say you can make slice in a different way with number of element, with number of element plus capacity, or you have a directly an initial value. You can just set initial value and don't specify the size. Even you can create this slice. Now, if we have already exist one array or existing slice, even Go compiler allow, we can create the slicing as the terminology says slice. So let's think how we can do slice on the top of another slice or make slice from the existing array. You can create slice from an array or using the existing slice even. So let's check this compiler can compile the code and we can get the output so that our code is run and fine. Okay, that's fine. Fine. So here notice we can create our initial length 4 and 6. Here you cannot specify just P3, length 3, capacity 3. Nice, nice. So we are going to just create once array for let's element 5. Okay, if maybe you have array or maybe you have a slice, anything you can say. Maybe I don't want to specify space. Still you can initialize the uh, array, yeah, array declaration and initialization plus same time, right? So this is the creating the if you say here, you can say array in this way, colon equal to, and you can say initial size, that's 5, uh, okay, 5, and types of data, and you can specify 1 comma 2. Okay, this is the one way. This is the your, you can say this is the array, and this is the array, and if similarly slice, just say colon equal to, and you can create here from array. So here you can say, hey, this is the array, this is the existing array. Even you can from array or even from slice. If you have a like similarly, you can say, hey, let's say this is the slice, and slice just don't specify this length, and this is your slice SL SL. Okay. So existing maybe array or maybe slice, you can create further slice. Okay, so let us example. Here you can create this way. And this is the array, and you can say, give me the slice 1 comma 3. What is this meaning of 1 comma 3? Okay, okay. What is the meaning of 1 comma 3? So here, this syntax say you can create slice using this syntax, and here colon specify the starting index or end index, or sometimes say this is the high and this is the low, Official documentation say this is the high index, and this is the high index, this is the low index. Plus secure ensures whatever the high index, this is the included. This means whatever the number you pass here, that include, and whatever the, oh sorry, this is the low, or this is the high. So this is the high. High index is the excluded, means they are not considering. So here I am say, hey, hey array, this is the array of like 3, 3, 31, 32, 34, 35. Okay. So notice I am giving one array, this is the array, and maybe 31 or 32, 33, 34, 35. Indexing start from there. So just say, okay, this is the year. Here 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here I am saying create another slice from 1. So 1 included this from 32 to 3. To 3 means don't include 3. Don't include 3. Just before 3 and this. This is the your one slice. So that means from index 1, this is the end index means key tool 2. So here we are going to create another slice. If you print them, if you print them again, slice, and even let's print length and the capacity. Okay, so that whenever you are talking length and slice, always try to understand the between their differences. Okay, comma capacity. Okay, good. So here you are going to create slice from 1 to 3. That means they are including index 1 to, let's here 4. If I am passing the 4, so they let's here more element 36, 37, 37. Notice whenever you are passing more element, here length is not array, then it's compiled, because compiler no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have to specify here 7. Okay, and this slicing concept not apply just array, even apply on this slice as well. As so you can create slice from slice, or you can create slice from array, both thing. Okay, so here you can if you, let's see here 41, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 48, 49. Because slice, there is no any kind of again differences you can say, hey, not an issue. Okay, I miss. Okay, 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 here is what is happening. I am saying yes, start. So here say you can create this slice, maybe slice 1, new slice using this array, or slice 1, slice 1, slice 1, slice 1, slice 1, slice 1. Okay, even you can create a slice, let's slice 2. You want to create another slice, slice 2, slice 2, slice 2, slice 2, slice 2, slice 2, and from this existing slice. Okay, so you have an option, let's say, declare what not is, yeah, we are using here. So yeah, so please note slice can be created from existing array or existing slice, and here you have to pass the syntax like your low index and high index. Low index means included from 0 index. High index not include 4 means less than 4 means till 3. And if you run, you can create different slice using this uh, slice expression. Sometimes it is known as a slice expression. From slice expression, you can create slice using this high and low. High and low means starting index and index, not included this four. Okay, so consider they are just getting data from this your slice one. Whatever slice they are getting 1 to 4. Here 1 to 4 from the array. So this is a sometime very handy operation as well as. So please note, whenever say any existing array, any existing array or slice, this is the array or slice, whatever the existing array or slice have, and this is the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want to slice just this. I want to only this portion, only this portion, and different slice. Yeah, different slice I want like this way. I want this value only. Okay, so here we can say, hey, I create the slice using this index 1, then we have to pass 1 and colon. I want to 3, that means we have to pass this 4. I have to pass this is the 4. 4 means just before 3, these are the included, these are the included. So we are creating the slice means just view, a view of existing slice with a subset. You can say sometime subset or view or another slice, you can say. Okay, so here you look the output. So notice we are created slice. This is your created slice from array. This is created slice from your where created slice from the slice itself. So notice here I starting 1 2 4. So this is the 0 1. They are included 32, included 32, 1, 2, 3, and 4, not consider 4. So this is 34. So they are included this 1 to 4. Similarly for slice 42, here 42, this. Okay, so here underlying length is the same, capacity may be different because they have a different capacity, they have a different capacity. Okay, one thing, whenever we are going to create slice using the slice expression, these things we have to know. We can create slice, again the same slice, using maybe I want to escape this. I want to from starting to till index 4 before 4. So this, if you remove this lower index, that means they consider as a starting element from 0. And similarly, you have an option. So here, uh, in this way, I can ignore this, but I want to this. So even you can ignore this means from the initial value. If you ignore this meant till the last element. Even you can ignore both, then what happened? Then what happened if I ignore both? Okay, in this case, from the initial, from starting element to end element. This means all the element. So you can say slice expression like high and low are not the mandatory. High means from starting index, low means till this index. You can create the slice, right? And you can skip means if you skip low means from the first element. If you skip the high index, that means you're till the end element. Maybe you can skip both, that both. So here you can say just create a slice just for the when we're reading the code, create slice from array, and this is the from the slice itself, and this is the your just print differences, and this is your printing differences. Just when we're running the code, you can know what are all of the differences. So you can say you can create slice using the slice expression as well as high and low. Both are the optional. Under is, let's run it and then end talk. Okay, let's run it. So this is also, you can say, one of the key feature of slice. You can create slice from any existing array, or you can create slice from any existing slice. And while the creating slice, you can tell, hey, from this is index, from this is the my existing array or slice, and lots of data can be, and I want to just get this and this. Okay, this is the my new maybe slice I want. Okay, similar kind of element right here. So here whatever the element, this and this whatever element, so this is the whatever index here. If like this is the 0 1 2 3, maybe here 4 5 6 7. So here our starting index would be the 3, and here I want to 7 6 till 6 I want. So here I want to specify the 7. So this is my high low, and this is my high. So this is my low index starting index, this is my high index end index. So 7 is not included, 3 is included, 3 is included, 7 is not included, right? And if this expression, this and this, and colon is the this, high is the this. If you ignore this, then they start from here. If you ignore this, then they are start with the end element. Every element you can say. Let's check the output. What happened? Line number one, something is okay. Why they are no something? No. It's okay. There is no problem. Just only the way. Any problem? What say? Uh, what did they say here? You can. Why not? My type is not working. Type is not working. Let's do this. What is this? Here slice 2. Okay. Slice 3 here. Okay. Underscore. This is. It should work. Let's me. I think again test. It should works. Slice expression. It should works. This is just optional. You can say just skip. I think skip means we are not passing. Okay. I think we can skip means we have not passed underscore. Yeah, I got. Yeah, here you cannot just skip them. Just skip them means just skip them. Not like here, just skip them. No underscore. Yeah, I got. Confused. So this is the expression. Here you can skip means now you can test. Not underscore. I just confuse with the for syntax. In while skipping, you can pass the underscore. But the slice expression, whenever you want to skip something, just ignore them. You can just don't write anything. That means you don't. That means by default the end element. Here you not write anything from starting index to the last index. And similarly here from starting index to 3 index, not the 4. 4 is not included. So hope it's this time it works. Yeah. So hope this will works. So these are the very can say common sometime while the maybe just read all this whatever I'm talking, like a slice expression, everything, all things you can notice here. We are creating the different slice. Notice here we are creating array of slice, means array, this is array from 1 to 4, means 0 1 1 2 3 4, 4 not included. So only it is, this is the one, your 1 to this. This is same is created. Similarly, you can create slice from the slice. Notice here I can say uh, initially value I can skip. Okay, skip. That means here this slice is created from the initial tail. Okay, this initial from initial. If you skip the last, that means they are going to from one, from here 42 this list till last all. If you skip both, then you can just completely array like this slice, whatever the slice be. Okay, so here just ignore this. I am not, this is the syntax. Okay, just you are not passing anything. Okay, not on this, just for ignore. Okay, just for this. Okay, great. So these are the, you can say, different way, and whatever this slicing concept, whatever I'm talking, nothing can be just, you can go language specification and search slice expression, and this is the slice expression high and low, and here skip means starting the index. Skip the high means skipping low means starting index. Skipping high means from this till end, everything here. And one thing here we have to remember: whenever we have a one original slice and you are creating the sub slice, okay. So now we have a one variable slice here, another variable slice one. Okay, two variable you can create it. So if something here you can modify it in this variable, what happened of this data structure? So this is just a view, not actual copy. If you modify something with these references, this also impacted. Let's look the example. I created one, uh, let's new variable, like one slice. One slice you can create a, let's say like one slice created. Uh, s- uh, maybe, okay, what's the variable name? Maybe Z. Z1 I created equal to just simple slice of integer and give some value like a 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, and I created whenever declare, and the year I can created it 2 equal to, I created slice of that one, and say let's from 0 1 2, from 2 colon 0 1 2 colon 3 4 6 till 5 I want. The 2 2 3 4 5 till 5 5. Okay, so let's print. Okay, print z1. Okay, z1 and comma z. So I created two. Okay, so this is two slice, and you have an option here. What happened? I can modify a z2. We have a z2, and I can change the positions of 3 equal to 33. Okay, so I can, because we have option now, this have a z2 is variable, and I can change, I can read, I can modify it, and let's change after. This is the kind of before and before, and this is the kind of after. after. Okay, so what here I'm trying to explain. If this is the your one slice, I am created another slice here, and now this is a variable z2 have, and z2 I can change third position value. Then what happened? This and both are, let's check. Okay, and let's run it. So the underlying each slice, what the data structure they are using. So be aware whenever you are getting slice from another array or another slice, what impact if you are going to do any kind of modification, any uh, editing, yeah, updating any existing value, then they are only change this G2 or change the G1 as well as. So here good option we have to write G1. Here you have to write comma G2 so that we know G2 slice. Yes, slice G2. Slice before and let's after. So in this way, hope you can get the differences. And this is the one of the key you can say undertake from this session. Whenever you are creating slice on the top of another array, on the top of another existing, let's consider it is just look like an view because I'm suddenly change it. So this is the comma, this is the comma, some I miss. Okay, somehow now it's okay. This comma this everything's are okay. What is the Z2? Yeah, this is the Z2. This is the Z1. This is the Z1. This is the Z2 comma. It's okay. Let's run it. So in this way, you can explore lots of here today in the today class. We just today understand the basics, this array and the syntax and the semantics and the algorithm behind that, and we also learns about the slicing, what the benefit, how to create slicing, how to append, remove, everything you can do from here slicing. And in the couple of classes we are going to did some couple of exercise in this slice data structure. Means you can say slice is highly used data structure compared to the array in the Go language. So generally many times we are going to write the program using the slice. Okay, and so the number of program you're going to write, you can get the better understanding about this slice and about this array data structure. And both are until you are not writing multiple code, multiple program, you not feel more comfortable with this syntax. Like this syntax, like slice expression, many times in our code, in our applications, we are using to make a slice mail getting the value. So here, let's check the output. So what is this? Something runtime error. This is the Z1. Okay, range 3. Okay. So notice here we are writing the incorrect. So here my the slide Z2 and Z2 have index like a 0 1 2. We can only change the value, get access value the 0 or 1 and 2. We cannot access the 3 because the length is 3. So due to that, they, hey, this is the go routine fail exception. Why? The reason, the way we are writing our code is the problem here. I'm trying to, this is the Z, they have only length of the 3. Here the length is 3, and you cannot access the 3 here. Maybe let's go to the change from here to, okay, R1. Okay, so whatever the value in the one position or two position, yeah, one position, let's say I'm going to change the value 1 1. Okay, okay. So please note that whenever you are using this index, please ensure that this index is not equal to or greater than of your length. Maybe here you can call the length, then you find the length is the length and capacity. Okay, length and the capacity. Okay, so you can understand the length and capacity of the G2. Here you can just mention uh, G2, G2. So what is the capacity of G2? Size. This is the length and capacity of G2. G2, G2. So this is also learning. Whenever you are specify here index must be greater than or equal to 0, but less than always be the length of your slice or array. So in this time, most probably we are not getting this uh, index of outbound exception, because here our slice 2 have a only length 1 2 3, and we are trying to change the third index value. So there is no third index, 0 index, 1 index, 2 index only, because here we are creating 3 4 5, 3 4 5. This is our the slice. So from here, look like this is 0 index, this is 1 index. But whenever you pull out, I just different slice, like different slice here, like here slice this, like here 3, like a 4, like a 5. So this is the index 0, this is the index 1, this is the index 2. Here, in this case, here your index like not a 0, here the 0, 1, 2. But in this case, new slice, the same value become a 3. Okay. So let's check the output. So here notice this is our the original uh, slice, and we can create a sub slice. यहाँ पे this is the 3 4 5 we created 3 4 5, and length is 3, capacity is 4, not an issue. But here notice, please note here I change the slice only the one position 1 1 1. But notice corresponding this original array index slice also change. So this is the be carefully whenever you are doing any changes on your slice expression, they are change underlying actual array or slice as well as. So be carefully whenever you have existing slice and array, and you are creating like here different slice, and you are doing any modification here, this will impact the actual value also modified. Here the actual value, I am not doing any change on the G1, but G1 also modified, because G2 is mid or slice of the G1. So this is the trick. Please note whenever you are creating slice and you are going to modify it in the slice, the actual slice or actual array is also going to impact. Okay, so this is the things we have to take in care whenever you are modifying this. The I'm modifying G2, not I'm modifying G1 anywhere G1. I'm not modifying G1, just printing here. The before G1 is okay, but later G1 is modified. Why modified? Notice here G1 is modified, because here I'm not doing any modification in the G1. Just I'm modifying the G2. But G2 have just modified here G2, this okay. But why modified this G1? Because G2 is made from the G1 as a slice. Okay, okay, slice, slice here, slice of, slice of this. Okay, slice of this. database. Okay, so these are the things. Please be note whenever you are working with a slice. So lots of things we have covered today. So let us you continue to explore all these slice expression and maybe modification in the specific slice, and you can also understand different mode of creating slice. You can create slice this way. You can create array this way. In array and slice differences, in array we have to specify the size, and slice we don't specify the size. And you can also create the slice using the make function. Just pass the length of the slice, or you can create the slice using the make function with the length and capacity. And we also understand you can create a slice using this just as a set of value like here, like in the slice here. And notice slice have a concept length as well as the capacity. Capacity is underlying the data structures, the capacity which can hold the element. So initial capacity is the same as the length of element, but whenever you are going to appending the any element, our capacity is going to increase the current capacity multiplied by 2, double of the current capacity. Again, you are putting multiple value. If that full, then again going to create the capacity double of it. And similarly, range function help us to iterate over the any slice or any array. This is here you can pass the slice, here you can pass array, and you can get the index, you can get the value. If you want to skip the index, you can do, or you can manually you can write the for loop and get the data. And we can know the basic way also you can create the array, declare array, and initialize it. Everything you can whatever we covered today. Let's do the practice. Let's read out the official documentation, and any doubt, any confusion we will discuss and continue discussing. And my objective here, I'm repeating the many times the things like slice expression and multiple way create the indexes, multiple way created the array. Reason is that key I want these things you feel as number of repetitions so that you feel familiar with that. Once you feel familiar with this terminology, familiar with this syntax, the while writing code, you feel comfortable. So couple of classes we are going to write some code example, not the concept, just code example. Till now we just understand the syntax and semantic, the way array and slice has created, how putting the value in the array, how getting the value from array, how we can creating a slice with inbuilt function make, maybe slice expression from high and low started in indexes. So all these syntax and semantics we learn, and later classes we are going to write some code sample example in the live so that you feel comfortable to writing your code. Let's see, start you writing the code. Any doubt, any confusion, we'll connect and help you. So hope this information is helpful for you. Thanking for this watching.